And good morning. Welcome to the Oklahomans Video Studio. Dave Morris, alongside a lady who needs no introduction, Governor Mary Fallin. Governor, always good to see you.
Good to see you too, Dave. Thanks for having us on.
Well, thanks for stopping in. I know your life is always busy, and you have a busy day today. You were earlier this morning talking technical things at an opening, and now you're fitting us in, so certainly appreciate that.
My pleasure.
This weekend, family-friendly festival, the Septemberfest, the annual occasion at the Oklahoma History Center and the Governor's Mansion. And Governor, let me just back up and ask you, how was your weekend? How was the holiday weekend?
It was great, except for a little incident on Saturday morning about 7 a.m. It kept us pretty busy on coordinating with all of our different agencies and talking to people, and certainly the earthquake that hit Oklahoma, which shocked us all to that magnitude. But thank goodness years ago we set in place a Governor's Seismicity Council that coordinates all the researchers, the geologists, all those who are in the industry, to work together with the oil and gas industry to see what we can do to mitigate earthquakes in the state of Oklahoma with disposal wells. And we worked certainly very hard with the Corporation Commission, and they were all fast and everybody was in place and knew what to do. And so other than that, it was a great weekend. Spent the weekend at the lake.
Cool.
At Grand Lake with some of my family members, not all the kids, but some of them went, and their friends, and had a wonderful time. Just a good Oklahoma weekend.
Well, I was going to ask you, how's the family doing these days?
It's doing great. Everybody's doing wonderful. Everybody's got jobs, which is wonderful in this economy, but they're all doing really good.
You were telling me, Price and Christina, they both have that entrepreneurial bug. They get that from you?
I think so. I mean, running for a political office is kind of a risk too, so they're risk takers. And I'm very proud of both of them. My son has a startup technology company that he has learned to code and to write applications and knows all the things I don't know about computers and technology, so he's doing well. And Christina's still working down with the Devon Boathouse and helping them with all their fun events, and because we're so proud of the Boathouse district itself. It's a great asset for the city of Oklahoma City.
Well, we mentioned the family, and this weekend it's a free family festival. Septemberfest, I believe this started maybe in 1997, perhaps earlier than that. It's a chance for you to tour the Oklahoma History Center and take a tour of the Governor's Mansion. I don't know that I've ever been in the Governor's Mansion. What's that like?
Oh, goodness. Well, we need to get you over there.
Apparently
This is
so.
actually our 20th year
Okay.
to have Septemberfest. Governor Keating and Kathy Keating started the event years ago to have just a fall festival that would be fun for families. It would be free for people to come to. And so it is at the Oklahoma History Center, which is exactly across the street from the Governor's Mansion. Wonderful facility that I hope all people go see. It
is really well done.
Oh, it's beautiful, wonderful place. It has all the culture, the history, the people, the events of the state of Oklahoma. And then in Septemberfest, we'll also have the Governor's Mansion open for tours, and you're certainly welcome to come see that. The Governor's Mansion was built in 1928. It's a beautiful Georgian historic building, and we'll open that up and people can come and see where the governors have lived over the years and learn a little bit of history about Oklahoma.
What's your favorite part of the Governor's Mansion? As a person who's never been there, what would be the place, hey Dave, make sure you check out this wing or the kitchen or whatever?
I think what it represents, as a capital represents the seat of government. The Governor's Mansion is a historic building where so many great families who cared about Oklahoma and served their state have lived. And if you go up on the third floor, which I guess may be my favorite floor, because it's an old ballroom that has a wooden floor. Back in the old days, that's how they built those types of mansions, but it has a nice ballroom that you could probably have 50 or 60 people up there. But it has pictures on the walls, and one of my favorite pictures is President David Bourne when he was governor of the state of Oklahoma out campaigning, and he had Dan Bourne in his arms as a little boy. He was probably maybe 3 or so. Maybe.
You ever tease Dan about that? Hey,
oh yeah,
absolutely.
And I've taken Governor Bourne up to the third floor and say, look at your picture, it's still here, still there. But there's a lot of wonderful historic pictures, some of George and Donna and I and other beloved Oklahoma governors that have gone before me.
Governor's Mansion's tour, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. I believe on Saturday. They are free and open to the public. Septemberfest over at the Oklahoma History Center begins at 10 a.m. and runs through 4 p.m. And I'm looking at some of the events here. We have arts and crafts. We have the bungee station. Have you ever bungee jumped?
No, I haven't bungee jumped.
I have not.
I've watched a lot of kids.
I'm not sure about that.
I've milked the cow.
You've milked the cow?
I milked the cow.
Were you good at milking the cow?
And I've been through, one of the fun things kids really like is we bring first responder equipment on the streets between the Governor's Mansion and the History Center.
So you have a fire truck there.
So we have a fire truck, we have our emergency response equipment that's there, and they always have a robot. It's actually a bomb squad robot that they bring in. There's a picture of it. And it's a lot of fun for the kids to watch this robot and to see it move and to talk to the robot and do all the different things and see how it's commanded. But it's a lot of fun. And of course, there's great food. We'll have food trucks there. There's always some free items. There's cinnamon rolls until they run out. Homemade wheat bread from the Oklahoma Wheat Commission. There's peanuts from the Peanut Commission. And then, of course, there's all kinds of animals. We like to, there's the peanut butter. We like to have farm animals, because a lot of people in the city don't get to see farm animals. So there's a llama, it looks
Paige,
like.
Todd, Greg, whoever's in the studio.
He's doing a good
they're just showing
job.
off
He's
at this
keeping up
point.
with me.
Show me llama.
But being able to see the animals, there's laser tag, which you might enjoy.
Maybe so.
Which
Have you ever done laser tag?
I have done laser
Okay.
tag. I'm a mom, so you do that kind of
course.
stuff, with your kids. And then we read books to children. In fact, I'm very honored this year that our new superintendent of education, Dr. Laura
Aurora, she'll be there, right?
Yeah, is going to be there, and she's going to read a book with me. You just never know what the kids are going to say.
Well, I was about to
when
ask
you're reading a book.
What sort of feedback do you get from kids? When they encounter, here's the governor, what do they say? What are some things you've heard?
They ask unusual questions. They might ask about my dogs.
Valid
What's your
question.
dog's name? And they may ask
Tell me
about the
about the first
house.
dog.
They may ask, what do you do? Or, those types of things. Or what do you like to eat? But it's always fun. Some of the darndest things kids will say, as they say.
You are good with interacting with the kids. I was there last year, not shooting. You warned me not to say shooting. I was recording video, if you will, filming the occasion at the History Center. You were good at interacting with the kiddos.
I love kids.
And you're flipping through
Love
the
'em.
pages, and you're like, oh, this character continues to eat, throughout the whole narrative. Michael McNutt tells us that your book this year possibly may be Big Red Barn or Coming to My Garden. I've not heard
All
of those
good books.
personally, but
and by the way, we have a Governor's Mansion garden. We
Okay.
actually grow fresh vegetables and some fruits there in the Governor's Mansion garden. So a lot of people don't get to see gardens, so we talk about that. My husband grew up in Thomas, Oklahoma.
and
so
that is the
he's-
first gentleman, Wade Christensen.
Wade Christensen, so he's a fourth-generation farmer and rancher. So
Cool.
when we started at Septemberfest, one of the things he said was, "Where's the farm equipment?" And so we actually bring in big combines and tractors for the kids to be able to see, to talk about agriculture in Oklahoma and farming and ranching, which I think is another way to kind of celebrate what's made Oklahoma great in our history, talk about what are the important industries in our state. There's all kinds of fun things. There's a lot of music and dance, and a lot of students who come from different schools that will perform. Parents get to come and watch them, and it's always fun to see them. And the Boy Scouts of Oklahoma help with the event, and it's always fun to see the little Boy Scouts going around the mansion grounds or the History Center and helping us keep things clean, make sure there's water and all kinds of fun stuff. Face painting goes on, arts and crafts. I mean,
It's a fun event.
Just a wonderful event. There's some churning of some butter, and
There you are,
the
reading.
chuck wagon's great. Yep, there's all the different scenes. And of course, the Oklahoma History Center. That was one of the reasons why we incorporated the History Center even further. We can sometimes have up to 10 to 15,000 people that will come to this, but the grounds are so big for both facilities it doesn't seem crowded. But to be able to go into the History Center and to learn about all the things that make Oklahoma great, and the people who have developed our past, who are part of our future, part of our present today, to industries, you can see all the wonderful things there are to do in the History Center. So I hope Oklahomans will come out and take advantage of the free admission. Everything's free, and it's a wonderful event.
Septemberfest is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Oklahoma History Center towards the Governor's Mansion, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Governor, as always, thanks for stopping in. Great to see you. Enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you, and we invite all Oklahomans to come out. It's a free event from 10 to 4 on Saturday at the Oklahoma History Center and the Governor's Mansion. And by the way, rain or shine, looks like we're going to have shine now.
It does,
You
but
know,
it looks like
we'll-
cooler temperatures, which is good.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful. So I hope everyone will get to come out and enjoy the activities. And say hi to me.
Say
Like
hi
to
the
see 'em.
Governor. Governor, thanks so much.
You're welcome, Dave. Thank you.